Hello everybody, and I hope this works because my tripod is broken. Just discovered that. Don't know when it happened, don't know when, don't know where. But anyways, we have a little backup system here, so hopefully this works okay. So I'm going to move over a little bit, get cozy. So before you see the video that we took today, and this is Tuesday, the second day of our trip, and it's July the 29th, 2025. We thought we would just review the day and talk about what happened and whether we were happy about it. Well, we weren't really unhappy about it, but you know. So let's start with last night, shall we? No, let's back up. Let's talk about the plane ride. Here, we had premium economy, and that was okay. Food sucked. They called, the one I had was supposed to be chicken teriyaki. It was more like chicken teriyaki. And you had the beef. How was the beef?
Beef wasn't too bad.
Well, you'll eat shit on a shingle.
But it was all right.
Yeah, well. And they did serve us on plates, not the little tray thing.
And you got real cutlery.
Got real cutlery, but, you know, the food is still airplane food. No
and
matter.
We had a real glass for our wine.
Yes, we had real glass for our wine. With that, Walter was able to get a second glass of wine because...
Well, I actually didn't ask for a second glass, but the guy ended up giving me a second glass, so I took it anyways.
And by the way, this is not wine in this glass. This is something raspberry salsa or some salsa or salsa, not salsa, sizzler or salsa. Yeah, whatever. We got it at a...
Crusty lime and raspberry. Pret a manger.
Pret a manger, yes, which is just a few doors down from the hotel.
It's a sandwich, kind of a sandwich shop.
They're all over the place.
They're all over the place, and actually they've opened a few. They're all over the place here, like everywhere.
Everywhere.
And they had opened, I think, a couple in Toronto as well.
Yeah. So, anyways, backing up to the flight, it was delayed a little bit. Apparently, there were some seats that weren't working, and they had to fix those. And it looked like there were 2 rows of seats in the plebe class, economy. And because their entertainment centers were not entertaining.
Yeah, so they had the option to stay in the seat or they'd move them somewhere else. But I think a few of them got moved into premium economy, so that might have been a bonus.
Oh, yeah, right. That never happens to us. I mean, I've had it happen on a flight before where my entertainment center was not working, and guess what? They could move me somewhere, but it was out on the wing.
It was no way at the back of the plane.
Yeah.
In the last row or something.
In the last row in that. And
because they were full up, and that was one of the trips back from Australia, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, luckily I had a book with me, so, or at least an ebook. But anyways, yeah, I never get luck out that I get like a nicer seat. That never happens. Anyways, the flight was okay. There was this huge, heavy guy sitting in front of Walter, and there was...
I thought the chair was going to bust.
Yeah, the seat, because he definitely had trouble standing. He needed support. And, I mean, he filled the seat. I mean, the cup runneth over, and
Well, it was annoying. I was watching a movie, and he kept sticking his hand over the edge of the seat and touching the screen, and it's a touch screen. And he touched the screen in my movie.
Well, he had mitts on him like an elephant.
Interrupted. And it only happened once, but if it happened again, I would have told him to stop sticking his hands on the screen.
He was trying to be nice to the woman sitting beside him because he was on the aisle seat. It was just 2 seats, and she was at the window. And she had to get up and go to the bathroom several times during it's only 7 hours, lady. Put a plug in it. He waited at one point. He knew she'd be coming back. So he kind of stood standing up by his seat and the aisle, and the staff, the flight attendants, could not get by him.
Yeah, and the other problem was that then all of a sudden we started getting some turbulence.
Oh, yeah.
And the seatbelt sign went on, and he got a little bit nervous that the seatbelt sign was on, and he was still standing up. So he was
waiting for her,
hemming and hawing, waiting, and he called her over a few times. I think she was standing talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And finally she came back, and she looked unhappy or something.
But I mean, the guy, he wasn't purposely trying to be a nuisance or anything. He was just a really big man. And I do think, I don't know, like there were some people came up and checked on him occasionally. And my theory is, and like Walter, I base this on a minimal amount of information, but I'll make up the story and make it sound like it's true. A younger lady came up, younger, I mean, someone that could be his daughter. And a little girl came up at one point and they were checking on him. And I think the little girl might have been his granddaughter. And I don't know, I think, because I heard the lady say to him when we were about to land, she said, why don't you just stay here until everybody gets off and then we'll come up with you and go out with you and help you out, kind of a thing. So, yeah, I think he had some problem. And Walter said he saw his legs and...
he was wearing these weird socks. They almost looked like surgical netting or something like that, which is really different. Like, they weren't like a compression sock, because I wear compression socks. But they were rough. They looked like surgical netting. It was weird.
Well, I have heard of that before, and I think that's for people that have, like, their skin falling off their legs. I don't know what, or something. I think there's a condition.
I know
or
that
something.
There's one spot that was, like, stained with blood, so.
Ooh. Glad we weren't sitting with him. But he was in front of us. But anyways, that was minor for us. It wasn't that big. And actually, I did try to sleep. I watched a movie, same movie Walter watched, and Walter got himself all curled up in his little blankie to keep himself, because it was cold. I mean, it wasn't that cold, I didn't think. I thought it was actually kind of hot, but on the plane. But anyways, slept a little bit, but not that well.
Yeah, same with me, so.
And so then we got to London, and we took the train. Actually, the tube, but it's the above ground one, the Elizabeth line. It goes directly from the trains from the airport right to where we need to get off for where the hotel is, within a couple of blocks of it. And so that's convenient. And sort of got checked in. I think you saw the video that I was showing yesterday where they have these automatic kiosks. They do not allow you check in before 3 o'clock. Every place we've ever been, they all say check-in isn't until 3 or 2 or something like that, or 4. But if you're there somewhat early,
and they have a room available.
Yeah, they have a room. Oftentimes they accommodate you, which is fine because they took our suitcases. They had a room just jammed full of suitcases. And in fact, I didn't know if we were going to get our backpacks. And this is one time when you're really happy you have a backpack in there or not, but we did. And there was a guy waiting to get his in there, and he had a huge suitcase. And I said, good luck.
I guess it's no thrills, no frills, because this is a budget UK chain hotel.
A premier.
But actually it's not bad. The room is super clean.
Yeah.
The room's really clean.
The room's clear. The bathroom's nice.
Yeah.
The room's okay and everything too.
Yeah, and we don't have any complaints about the room.
Not really.
No. Just the check-in was a little bit cumbersome.
And the Wi-Fi is not good here.
I don't know. I have how many problems with it. You're the one that has problems with it.
Trying to hook up to YouTube and get these videos up.
I know well.
And it may result in, we have the cards we bought beforehand. The
SIM cards.
Yeah, SIM cards. I have chocolate milk. Actually, it says it's chocolate flavored milk that I got. Because, I'm a fine connoisseur of chocolate milk. And so I like to pick them up wherever we are to see. It's an aroma like, I don't know what that aroma is. Well, yeah, it's not bad, but you know what it tastes like? Like Hershey syrup put in milk.
Oh, okay.
It'll do. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Anyways, I'm just throwing garbage out. Okay, so yeah, we got all checked in and whatnot. They didn't give us enough towels, but we got some more from that. And then we're supposed to, because we have a premium room, we're supposed to have free premium Wi-Fi. Well, we couldn't hook into that. So we went down to where there was help. It's weird. It's a weird setup in here for help. I'll tell you that. Basically, you have to go to the bar. So we're there, and we got this girl, and I don't know, she sounded Russian. You want something? The internet? We're supposed to have premium. You have the internet? Have it? No, we need premium. She's okay. I see what I can do. See, what room you in? And she's typing and typing and typing. If you've ever seen Little Britain, and if you haven't, you should. It's a British. It doesn't come on anymore, but you can watch some of them on YouTube. Anyways, there's one where there's a woman, and it's one of the guys that does this comedy team thing, dressed up like this, very plain Jane woman behind a desk. And someone comes in and says, I have an appointment for such and such. And she sits there for 5 minutes typing everything. And she goes, the computer says no. And so Walter says, she's going to do this. She's going to go, computer says no. Anyway, she typed and she typed. And she typed for 5 to 7 minutes. Hands us a piece of paper.
With a code on it.
With
right?
a code on it.
And that's for the Wi-Fi. And I said to her, made it worse. I said to her, is this code good for 3 days? Because we're here for 3 days. No, it's only good for 1 day.
No. Only go for 1 day. You have vodka.
So she had to type some more for another little while to give me 2 more codes for the Wi-Fi.
I think we were working with her for about 20 minutes. And then we had another request. They gave us a hand towel, 1 hand towel, and 1 bath towel in our room. Well, there's 2 of us. We'd kind of like at least 2 bath towels, okay? So we asked, could we get another towel? Oh, you only want 1? We should have said 2, because we could have got 2 at the length of time. So it's just, oh yeah, I get.
She walked way
down the hallway.
Down the hallway.
Kept going. We thought she was never coming back because we lost sight of her down there. Finally, after about 5-10 minutes, she comes back with towel. Is there anything else? You drink vodka now. Goodbye. Thank you. So I said, no, because we don't have that many years left in life to wait for you. So yeah, first world problems. Anyways, it's okay place, whatnot. You know, we're close to the tube and everything. And
we slept well last night. So,
yes, we did.
And it's quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet. And they make sure it's quiet. We're on the top floor, the 6th floor, and they have little signs go tippy-toe. This is a quiet area. No partying after dark. You can't even turn up the television set. They have the volume preset to a max so that you can't go beyond that.
But I mean, really, it's a good location.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
We could do worse.
Yeah.
And so for what it costs.
We have had, in the past, problems with British hotels, and sometimes they're a little quirky.
Yeah. Quirky. That's the word for it. Yeah, quirky. Anyways, the only thing that pisses me off is the way this internet is working in here. So as I said, to upload these videos, I'm going through the SIM card that we bought, the eSIM, and I only have 20 megabytes or gigabytes on that card. So I may have to buy more time on it, depending. Now, mind you, once we get to Birmingham, putting up videos there might be a different scenario altogether. So I swear I will pay the money to get these videos up for you. I do it all for you. Cost you nothing. Okay,
well, mind you, I have that other card too that I got from a different company, and I may be able to. What is it?
I could do a hotspot.
Link
up, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll work it out. It's always a technological adventure when you go on these trips. Okay, so yeah, we slept okay last night and everything. We went to a place called Pizza Express. You saw that in the video too. I don't recommend it. There's nothing express about it, and there's not a hell of a lot about it being pizza. It's
the thinnest crust
you have ever seen. You could see through it. And they bring it to your table, and it's fairly large. Well, it should be because it's got a crust about micro thin. I think they used a dollop of thing and rolled it out to the size of a dinner plate. And they bring you your own pizza cutter that wouldn't cut hot butter and trying to saw through the pizza. So yeah, even if it was thin crust, that wouldn't cut. It was digestible.
It was okay taste-wise, but it wasn't. I didn't like the crust.
No,
it wasn't fluffy or anything like that.
And we could not understand the waiter.
Yeah, an Italian English accent.
Yeah, and it was bad on both ends of the accent. So I don't know what I agreed to or didn't agree to. He asked us if we wanted something when he brought the pizza. I think he was talking about oils, only because I saw one of the waiters take to another table a couple of bottles of oils. Like sometimes some places give you oil to put on your pizza. Yeah.
Well, I don't think we should add oil on that pizza because it was greasy enough.
That's what I was going to say. So that's why I thought he was asking. I don't know for sure. I said, oh, no, thank you. And we split a little side salad, and we split this pizza, and we had a beer each, and the beer came in a can. Like, they didn't have draft there. So, yeah, Pizza Express. Now, you're not going to find it in the States. Those of you that are Americans, there are no Pizza Expresses in the States. I don't know if there's any in Canada.
They have them all over the world. They have one in Hong Kong. They have ones. They even have a couple, I think, in Canada, and they have. They're all over Europe and everything.
Let's put it this way: they're the McDonald's of pizza, and that's not saying good things about it. Anyways, yeah, it was exciting dining. So far, we haven't had a lot of exciting dining. So let's go to today. What were we doing today? Well, we take the tube everywhere. I said we should probably have a card with all the stations marked on it. And every station we've passed through, we should mark off the card because we've gone through a lot. I have no idea what the tube is costing us. We're doing it like bing, bing. You tap.
I think the maximum charge is something
£8 a day.
A day, what it maxes out. So
that's not too bad.
Once you max out, then the rest of your trips that day are free.
So that's not bad because £8 is about $15 Canadian. So $15-16.
And I think each trip, depends on where you go, how many zones you pass through too. And central London is usually just zone 1. Today, though, when we went to the ABBA place, we went to zone 3 or whatever.
Yeah, we did a lot of zones on that. We'll come to that in a minute. I'm trying to keep things not.
But we went. So going through mostly zone 1, and I think they charged £3 something for.
Of course, we got on the train at about 9:30, or the subway about 9 o'clock, 9:30 today.
Thinking about it.
Rush hour. It's Tuesday.
It was a shoehorn day that you had to get in.
Yep. But one thing about it, they're not, yeah, sure, you're crammed in there, but people are not really pushy in a rude way or anything like that. When you need to get out, they'll let you out and everything. People try to make room for other people coming in. We weren't sitting down. It always gets my goat. You get these younger women sitting down. I'm an older gentleman. Shouldn't they, if they had been an older lady and we hadn't gotten up and given them our seat, well, you know what they would do. You can give you this look and probably hit you with their cane or whatever on the whole bit. But, hello, I'm an older gentleman. Yeah.
Well, but at least maybe they figure you don't look decrepit. So.
Yeah, well, I need to get a cane.
Should got a cane.
I need a cane, got a little hit in the head. And then the ones with the baby prams, they get on this. I don't know how they manage. There was one on the train when we were coming back before we did this. They had a whole baby carriage kind of a thing. Those big, those strollers today are all carriages. They all fold and collapse into all kinds of different different configurations. You get a carriage, then it becomes a stroller, then it becomes their first car, that kind of thing. I guess you get your money's worth out of them. How they get them on a subway, on a tube, and around, and you've seen in the videos how steep the escalators are on most of them.
Yeah, we were on one today that was literally going almost vertically.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to have vertigo, I'm telling you, because...
Well, actually, I try not to look backwards because I think I'd get vertigo, looking down.
Well, I found in a few places the design of the tiles and that, like just on the stairs when you're going down, at one point I had to hang on to something because it was like it was rising up to me, like I was... I don't know, that's an old man syndrome, but whatever. So be prepared if you come to London, you've never been here before, and you're going to take the tube. The tube is a great way to get around. It really is. because it'll take you anywhere in London. Might be a little confusing the first time figuring out the lines, but actually they make sense and things are pretty well marked, except for later
especially
today.
if you're going inside the subway or the tube or whatever. You're going through it, and you're trying to figure out whether you're going east or west or north or south. But they have the great big huge signs on the outside as to which station the one side's going to and everything. So
yeah, if you know the end point, you can figure out which one you need to be on, what direction to go in. But the thing too is there's a tube train like within minutes of each other on most of the stations. Some of the stations that are a little less popular further out from the center of the city, I think it's a little less frequent, but it's still, when I say less frequent, not an hour, not a half an hour, I'm talking, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. And right down in the central part of London, it's pretty much every minute. There's going to be one coming in.
Minute or 2 minutes.
Yeah. But they're not air conditioned, most of them, most of the lines. I think the Elizabeth line might have been, but that's
some of them are quite deep in the ground, so it's a little warm, but it's not uncomfortable.
No, but yeah. So let's see. So this morning when we got up, we had this freebie ticket to go up to the top of the lookout, they call it. But we had some time to kill, so we were down in the banking district, the financial district in there, and that's where you saw all the pictures, or you will see, actually, because you'll see it after we finish talking here, all the big buildings that I pointed out. There's the one that I think sometimes in movies they call it MI6, but I don't think it is. I don't know what that building is. It's the one that looks like a bullet.
Yeah, bullet,
kind of a thing. So we killed some time there. We found a little pastry place, and we had these most delicious almond and chocolate pain de chocolat. Sorry, Nancy, if you're watching. Yeah, croissants with that, and cappuccinos as well. Everything's expensive. I just don't even try to translate it anymore into Canadian dollars because it makes you cry. That little 2 croissants, chocolate croissants, and 2 cappuccinos, I think that was 17, 18 pounds.
Yeah, 17 pounds.
So you're talking $35 Canadian. Don't do the conversion. Just think about it all as in dollars. Now, if you're American, yeah, it's not going to be as bad. But for us Canadians, yeah, it's very expensive. So we had that, and it's in, they have these little, some of them are called markets, but they're more like, when you hear the word market, you think stalls and things like that. These are more like a little shopping center where there's old stores all under one roof, but they've been joined together by the roof. So they have sort of a central laneway. And there's pictures of that in this
video. There's another market that I was thinking of going to today, but then I kind of forgot after we got out of the observation deck, and we ended up doing something else.
Yeah.
And then we may go there another day. And it's more of a market, I think.
Yeah. So after that, we wandered around in that district. It came close to the time. Well, actually, we were about half an hour early, and we thought we'd take the chance, see how strict they were. Well, they weren't. That was okay. But we had to go through security, and there's a gentleman and a lady, security guards stand there, and it looked just like sort of like going through the airport security. So, they had the little plastic thing, and you had to put in. She says, okay, she says, you can't have anything in your pockets. I was just feeling my pocket where my wallet is, and I put it in my back pocket. I had taken my little knapsack with us because we didn't know whether it was going to rain or not, so we had our umbrellas in there, and in case we bought anything, which we didn't. Put that all in, and she says, oh, and your watch too. Well, when we were in the airport, they didn't make us take off our iWatches, and I thought there really isn't. I don't think there's really any metal.
The case is metal.
I guess the case,
they don't make us take it.
But she says, it's not the casing. She says it's the electronics. And I said, okay, fine. And I said, do I have to take off my belt? She says, looked at it and she says, yep. And I said, okay. And do I have to take off anything else? I mean, I can take off all my clothes here. I said, my underwear, it's made of lead. She says, oh, that might be too much information. She She laughed at that. So then we went up to the top of this, and you'll see on the video what that was like. Yeah, great view. We're going to go to another one when we come back from Birmingham, when we're back in London, and it's the garden. What do they call that one? The Sky Garden?
Sky Garden, and it's actually not that high, but it's a 2-level lookout area that has a big inside garden inside.
Yeah. So that's when we come back. So after we did that, we wandered. We eventually got down to Harrods.
Yeah.
Harrods is, we've been to Harrods before. Harrods, you cannot afford anything at Harrods.
And like they've cordoned it all off now from compared to years ago into shops.
Yeah.
That are all like high-end shops like Tiffany's and Gucci.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shopping mall of high-end stores under one roof, but it's all Harrods. They're all interconnected. You walk down you walk for days, and it's a rabbit's warren in there. One guy was saying, he said to us in the elevator in there, he says, I'm trying to get out of this place. Yeah, but I want to go into the Christmas store because they opened that up just a week or so ago, and I saw a lady on YouTube. She was reviewing everything that was there, and they are all high-end ornaments and things like that. I mean, I think the cheapest ornament you can buy is £15. So that's, almost $30 Canadian dollars. And I did kind of have it in the back of my head, and she showed it. Yeah, the famous Harrods bag. Harrods bag is a green bag that says in gold across it, Harrods. And they have a Christmas tree ornament that looks exactly like that bag, and it's stuffed with little toys and things. And I really did think I would buy one, but I knew the price of it because she had said on the video what the price was. But when you're really there and you're looking at it and you're going, do I really want, what was it, $34.99? £34.99.
Oh, no, I thought that one was cheaper.
Is it cheaper than that? Oh, maybe it was just £20.
It was £20.
£20. So that's like $38 Canadian. For a Christmas tree ornament? I thought, no, that's money I could use to buy fabric at Liberty of London.
Yeah, and I was going to say it anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And besides, it's not part of my usual Christmas decor on my tree. It would clash. But whatever. So after we were there, then we went down to Liberty of London. Okay, now I'm going to have people...
No, we went to Liberty of London first, and then we went to Harrods.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I skipped over. Anyways, we went to Liberty of London at some point in the day. Now, this is where people are going to call me heretic. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
Now, the tonal lawn fabric itself is a really nice fabric. It's very silky.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. But for me, the patterns that they have are not patterns, with the exception of maybe a couple, are not patterns I'd really want to make sure.
They're definitely very feminine.
Very feminine. Floral. A lot of really tiny flowers. I could see you making a woman's blouse out of it or something. But for a men's shirt, didn't really.
I mean, the fabric itself feels very nice. It's very silky. In fact, they do have silk fabrics there too. But we couldn't find any quilting cotton. So we finally asked one lady. She says, oh yeah, the room over there. This place sells more than fabric, as you can see in the video. They sell perfume and kitchen towels and
finished clothing.
Finished clothing and things like that.
Both
so we
men's and women's clothing.
So we'll talk about the men's clothing in a minute. So we went in and we looked at the quilting cotton. Actually, there was a wall of buttons that Walter was looking at. Well,
I didn't really see anything that really came.
What,
there was
the buttons?
one button that I thought, well, it might be kind of nice to have. And there was only one button in the bottle. So no.
So I found fat quarters. Well, they had a little table with some baskets with some fat quarters in it. There were 5 fat quarters in a bundle. $55. Or 55 pounds. So 6 fat quarters, about $80, $90 Canadian. Yeah, I don't think so. Not for 6. And they were all pukey colors. And things. It almost looked like they made up these fat quarter bundles from what was left on the roll, end of the roll kind of thing.
It almost looked to me, the way they had the fabric stacked, that they were planning to get out of that line.
Yeah. Now they did have a few shelves of bolts of quilting cotton. Ugly. It was, I'm sorry. There may be some views in the video.
There was one bolt that I thought wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that one had a little bit silkier feel to it. It was almost like a what do you call it? Tonalon kind of a thing. But now they were on sale, these ones, $20, £20 per meter. So about $36 Canadian a meter, roughly. You know, when was the last time you spent $36 on a meter of quilting cotton?
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
20 pounds, right?
Yeah, 20 pounds.
Okay, so
He's looking it up.
20 pounds is $26.69 US, or it's 36.76 Canadian dollars.
Yeah, see, it's not so bad as bad for the Americans as it is for us Canadians. And to think we were a colony. But anyways, yeah, I was really, really disappointed. Now, we will check out the Liberty of London vendors at the quilt show, at the Festival of Quilts. In fact, they're supposed to have a fairly big display from what I've seen online. But I don't think we're going to see anything different. And if you go online anyways and look at what they have for quilting cotton, they don't have a lot to choose from with it. So, and this is where the sacrilege comes in. I think Liberty of London is bullshit. I really do. At those prices, there was nothing there that I thought, there may be something there some people would fall in love with. But they also sell clothing and they sell men's clothes. Ugly. You'll see it in the video. Ugly and weird.
Actually, there's this one, it's a designer, Izzy Mayaki. He does perfumes and stuff too, and he does clothing.
Is that the one that made the curtain drapes for the man?
Yeah, it looks like a Venetian blind that's been cut up and made into not a Venetian blind, what do you call it?
Roman blind?
A pleated blind.
Pleated blind.
Cut up and made into an outfit.
Yeah.
And it was a sort of all of the.
Well, they'll see it in the video.
And it was selling for £960.
Yeah.
So
bargain at twice the
price. Well,
price.
I mean, it's designer, so
yeah, I guess
everything designer is expensive.
So they had some men's shirts there, like short sleeve shirts, like what I'm wearing here. That were, they did not feel, they felt weird.
Actually, they weren't a very good quality cotton.
No, and they were
had a large weave.
They were 175 pounds. Yeah. So, are you calculating that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Anyways, while we were there looking at it, and I didn't think any of them were. None of them, even if I wanted to spend 175 pounds on a shirt, I wouldn't have bought any of them there. There was nothing there that appealed to me at all.
I like that coat that we saw that was like the pleated blind.
Yeah.
Was 960 pounds. So that translates to $1,281 US. And Canadian is $1,764.
Yeah, not worth it.
And 175 was a 175, right?
Yeah. Well, you thought that's what you just did.
No,
the
I
shirt.
did that,
you did the shirt.
that pleated
Okay.
shirt, right? A regular shirt, the 175 shirt works out to $233 US.
Mm-hmm.
And in Canadian, it was $321.
Okay, so.
And the quality of the cotton wasn't as good as the cotton lawn that they had upstairs. And in fact, it's a more open weave than the cotton, this type, regular quilting cotton. The manufacturer looked nice, but they didn't even have specialty buttons on the front. It was just your plain old white plastic buttons.
So while we were looking at that stuff, this sales clerk came up to us. He had a bit of an accent, which I don't know where he really was originally, but when mentioned something about Canada, he says, oh yeah, he lived in Canada for a while. I guess he was taking fashion design and he went to Ryerson at Ryerson is a university in downtown Toronto, and they have a fashion arts program there. And then he spent some time after that doing some more studies out in Vancouver, and he worked, do you say Montreal or something, for a while, and then he came over and working there in Liberty of London. So we're talking about, who buys this stuff, kind of thing. He says, he said the women from Middle Eastern countries, the rich Middle Eastern countries, they come in and they buy bolts of the fabric to take back home with them and have them made into, I don't know, what color do they buy? Black? From a lot of material there for that full length look.
Well, I'm sure they wear other stuff than,
I guess,
black
maybe
when they're at home or whatever or something.
maybe when they go out with their girlfriends, off come the black stuff and look, girls. But whatever. And they just buy, like he says, they spend tens of thousands in there, just bolt after bolt after bolt after bolt of it goes out. So yeah, that sounds like if you've got a clientele like that, then yeah, I guess you can stay in business. Is it worth checking out if you come to London? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a beautiful store.
Oh
inside.
yeah,
And
everything's
I think,
laid out so nicely.
More than fabrics, they
Yeah.
have like perfumes, colognes,
Kind of candles,
candles,
high-end candles.
houseware products. They
Yeah.
have finished ladies' clothes as well. I'm sure
They have
high-end, but
bedroom fashion,
Yeah.
like sheets and decor and that. It looks like you can have custom made if you want custom made drapes or something like that, or upholstery done. They have all of that. It has 4 floors. Well, actually 5 if you count the lower level that had the men's stuff in it and everything. And they have the slowest elevator in history. Oh my God, you can go up the stairs 3 times faster than by the time this elevator gets to you. I don't know what runs it. I think they have small children from a third world country on ropes pulling it up and down. I don't know, child labor. With it, but it's worth the visit. It's worth the visit. But nope, I didn't buy anything. So that comes to, have I bought any fabric yet? Nope, because Liberty of London is the first place we went to that had fabric. We haven't been any place else. Basically, we're saving it all for the Birmingham Festival of Quilts. And I don't know, I have a feeling I'm not going to be buying much there too.
I thought, well, I'll take a look at Liberty of London to see if there's any fabric that I thought would be something I would want to make a shirt of, because I kind of was interested in a Tana lawn, but it's quite expensive per meter. It's 30
pounds a
per
meter.
So that's closer to $60.
Yeah.
And I really didn't see anything that stood out that I really thought
You'd say like this I have to have.
I'd like to get this for sure.
So yeah, we did that. Then it was after that we walked up to Soho and had lunch at a pub. And this is probably the next meal we had that really
was a letdown.
Suck.
I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay, but first of all, presentation sucked.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, it came with fries, but the fries were like shoestring fries that were not.
They were frozen. Or McCain, not even McCain's.
Yeah.
And
McCain's. I thought, it's pretty poor. But maybe our problem is that we're eating in pubs.
Yeah, that might be it. So anyways, do want some Indian food. And there is a place we know of that, well, last time we were in London, it's sort of a chain, but it was really good. And
we could go there, or we could try that one that's around the corner here.
Yeah, there's some close to us down the street kind of a thing. And, Indian restaurants all look a little iffy on the outside, say at least, but you want to know something? Usually the iffy looking ones, they have the best Indian food. So just don't go to the bathrooms. But whatever. We used to have one where we live that we used to go to on a frequent basis when we discovered Indian food. And it was dingy, but the food was excellent. And they had a bathroom that was in the basement, and we called it the Black Hole of Calcutta. Warned one of our friends once that had never been there before about the bathroom. He had to go. We said, okay, you're taking your life into your own hands. He came back, he was stark white. He says, oh yeah. I said, that's why we call it the Black Hole of Calcutta. But the food was excellent. So there, it doesn't exist anymore. Miss it.
Yeah, actually, that was before the time East Indian restaurants became popular in our area, and were having a hard go of keeping it in business. Now we have one on every corner.
And ironically, we haven't been to any of them.
No. So, well, they have a lot of ones that are just 100% vegetarian.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure. We might try one.
Well, we should try one because maybe that's, the secret's in the sauce with Indian food anyways. I mean, yeah, there's meat in some of them and they tell you it might be chicken or something, but is it really? Do you really know? I don't know. Do you have a rat problem? And they just look at you and go, not anymore.
Actually, there's one that's close by that I thought maybe we should go to try. It's across from the airport.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. But anyways, we digress. So yeah, lunch was not a thrill. Then we decided to go out on the tube to where we're going to see ABBA when we come back from Birmingham, because it's like kind of out
out of the central district, and you have to take a subway or tube or whatever you want to call it.
And then you switch over to what they call the DRL?
DLR.
Or DLR, which stands for, I saw it on a sign, and I can't remember now what it was called. Made sense, but whatever.
Light rail.
Well, it's a light rail, but...
District light rail or something.
Yeah, with it. But yeah, so we got out there and we saw where ABBA's going to be. But that was a good thing that we did, because we were a little confused when we got off the tube and then had to find the connection to the DRL, and it's a big
There's
station.
a lot of different ways that the train goes, because that DLR has several lines that go different ways, and from the central station that we stopped in, and like there was a platform 17 and 16 and a 4. We didn't know which one we had to take.
Well, we finally figured it out.
It turned out it was line 4. So,
yeah. And then we came back after we saw, okay, this is where it is. We want to come back, and it said we could connect up to one of the subway, or I call them the subway all the time, but the tube lines, according to the map and everything. So we got out where we're supposed to connect, and we thought, okay, this line is not here. Where is it hidden? We finally found it. We had to walk about 300
I mean, they
meters.
made it look like they were right next to each other.
Yeah, but they weren't.
But they weren't. You had to walk about a third of a kilometer
to get to it.
To get to it, yeah.
So anyways, figured out that, yeah, the best way for us on that night to go to ABBA is to take the first way we went, because we thought this other way would have been more direct, but
it didn't turn out to be.
It didn't turn out to be. So just as well, we've checked that out now.
Yeah, and just as well, because if we had done that, if we had looked on the map and thought, oh, okay, let's take this line to get out there, we might have been confused that first night.
Yeah.
So
very confused and panicky.
Yeah, and then you can panic.
You panic. Oh my God, we're going to be late. We can't miss it. So, anyways, and so we've come back here and picked up a sandwich at the Le Pret Manger. Or Manger? Is it Manger or no?
No, Manger.
No, it's not Manger. Well, whatever, that place. And we were thinking of going off to someplace called Halfway to Heaven, which is a gay bar. We've been to it before, and they have like great shows, drag shows kind of a thing in them, or they did at that time. It's been, 10 years?
Yeah.
Since the last time we were in London. But we're too tired.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that. We're just going to eat our sandwich, drink our beer, and watch TV. And probably pass out. So anyways, now you'll get to see the video for the day. And this is a long video today because we've talked now for 45 minutes. And I think my videos, this is going to be about an hour and a half video. So, you may want to curl up in your favorite chair with a glass of whatever and enjoy the show of our second day in London. See you guys for the third day in London. Bye.
Bye.
So this is day 2 in London, and this is the view from our hotel room. You can see it's a very exciting view. We're on the industrial side of it because
I didn't pay for the view room.
Walter says he didn't pay for the room with a view.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyways, we're going out. We're going up into some, what's the place called?
It's called the Lookout.
The Lookout, to look out, I guess. But we're going to make our way down there by the tube, and there's some markets in that area as well. Our tickets aren't to go up in it until for 11 o'clock or 11:15, 11:15, something like that, whatever. Details. But we're going to go out and do some exploration. You can see that it is a lovely day in London, overcast. No real rain in the forecast though, so that's okay. But we're prepared if it does. We've got our brawlies. So Walter's in the process of trying to figure out where we're headed towards with his technology.
Okay, we got it now.
Oh, he's got it figured out. So this is some street sites here. This is Bank Street area. Some more street scenes. There's your double-decker buses, of course. And I don't know where we are.
Leadenhall Market.
Where are we?
Leadenhall Market.
Leadenhall.
It's actually more like a shopping mall.
Yeah, it is. So we stopped here in the mall for a little bit of some cappuccino and some pastries. And we're sort of sitting inside out. We have a number table. Walter right there rubbing his eye. And yeah, it's very busy down here. We forgot kind of a thing that you should not take the subway until after 10 in the morning, because unless you want to feel like a sardine, because that's rush hour. So lesson learned. Here's what we got: cappuccino and a almond chocolate croissant. Of course, it has a French name, but don't ask me. Something with a pain in it. It was a pain to get. Walter's already dug right into his, you hungry little boy. Okay, this is the name of the market we're in. It's more of a shopping mall. It's mostly food places and wine places and bakeries. And here's looking at it from the other end.
Who are you sharing? We've been here before.
Yes, we have been. Look up. Look way up. This building is purposely built this way to look this way. It's got that industrial look. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's part of the financial district, because that's where we are at the moment. Some more street scenes, and you can see in the back it's did you say what that was?
I don't know.
MI6? No, I don't know what it is. It's often shown in movies though when they talk about MI6 or whatever. Interesting architecture down in this part of London, as you can see. Some more street shots. You see weird people on the streets here. Look, this one right here with the cap, very weird.
Well, I kind of stick out. Not too many people are wearing baseball caps.
Yeah, well, there's always one. Yeah, nothing screams American. We're not, we're Canadian. In fact, we met another Canadian in the elevator in our hotel. She was from Montreal. She asked if we were Canadian because I had my maple leaf on the side of my bag. So the weird building right here, that's where Walter thinks the Sky Garden is, and that's where we're going up to the top of that, not today, but after the Birmingham Festival of Quilts, when we come back, we've got tickets to go up to the top of that, and it's like a little park up there or something to the effect. And this is just some more interesting architecture, how the new is mixed with the old. And here's the Sky Garden from a different angle. This is Italy. It is a high-end Italian sort of food market, whatever you want to call it. There's one in downtown Toronto as well. We've been to it before. Basically, if you want to spend, you know, a lot of money on spaghetti, you're not going to get it for 99 cents a package here. And quite honestly, don't think it's probably any better than the 99 cents, because spaghetti is spaghetti. So this is inside the front doors, but it goes on beyond here. Sweet, sweet. You can see it's all very, very fancy. Fancy chocolates. And they have an upper floor. All the escalators in London are extremely steep. And it smells extremely fishy in here, which is not a good sign. Prices on ground meat, let's see. More sausages. Mince, £8. So that's gluten-free though. The regular stuff goes only $8 a pound too. Only, or not, what I mean by £8 for half a kilogram. So that's about $16 Canadian, $16 Canadian. So I'm not sure, how much do we pay for ground meat now?
About, for regular price, it's about $8.
So this is double, but this is I don't know what this place in Toronto would be like. Probably the same.
It's about the same price.
Yeah. As I said, if you want expensive spaghetti, this is the place to get it. $5.90 pound for half a pound.
It's a pound of slightly over a pound of pasta, but it's
Well, that would work out to about $11 Canadian for this box. Well,
dried pasta.
Dried pasta. So, you know, just came out of Italy, and across the street is this pub. I'm just not sure what they're advertising with a name like that. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Isn't this a major...
Isn't that Feet Pigeons and
Yeah.
Mary Poppins?
And down the hole we are going. I assume we're going down the hole, aren't we?
We're going down the hall.
Down the hole. So we went down the hole, and this is where we're going. That's no entry, it says. And so this is what the tube looks like underground. Many paths. It's pretty well listed. Central line to your left. And we have to go through the gate. Okay, this is Argyle Street, and we're heading down to Liberty of London, and there it is right in front of us. That is Liberty of London. That's where we're headed for. Now we're just taking a look to see what kind of things they have here. I'm not going to buy anything today because we've still got Birmingham Festival of Quilts, and so I'm saving up for that. And then by chance when we come back to London after Birmingham, if I see something else, then maybe go back to Liberty of London. Well, we'll just see what this is all about. So here we are, Liberty of London. Big place. And we're going inside. Okay, so we asked at one of the counters, and she said this section in here is quilting cotton. So some fat quarter bundles here. How many in a bundle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 in a bundle. 55 pounds. About $100 Canadian. Expensive. $16.95 per meter, pounds, so that's over $30 a meter. Some pretty colors though. They got a sale on 20 pounds per meter. I'm not really seeing anything that's grabbing me here. Well, I have to say I'm not impressed by the selection in quilting cottons, as you already saw. I think it's a lot of hype. We'll see what's at the Birmingham Festival of Quilts, what they have, but I don't think we're going to find anything different in terms of Liberty of London. I think it's mostly name and history that you're paying for.
Well, actually, the tunnel line does feel very nice.
Oh yeah, it does feel nice. Well, I'm sure for clothing making, you might have more selection, especially in women's clothes. In men's, it's a little bit too femme.
It's very feminine.
But anyways, bit of a disappointment. So we're on the top floor, and they had like home furnishing fabrics, it said, but it was basically, you know, sheets and pillow slips, and if you were going to do some custom decor. And this looks like skincare or candles or something. I guess candles. Well, if you're coming to London, you know, it's probably worth coming in here just to look around and see things. But if you're going to buy anything, be prepared for sticker shock to a certain extent. It also depends, I guess, where you come from in the world. For us, this is extremely expensive. But if you want a nice little gift for somebody, there's lots of itchy little doodads. But I mean, they have to be worthy. I'm going to spend this money just on anybody. I don't spend it on myself. Okay, this has to be the slowest elevator in London at Liberty of London. I mean, I don't know, do they have small children pulling a rope? We're on the 4th floor, just for your reference. And we're waiting for it to get up here. Oh, we finally hit 2. Wow, okay. Well, I'll see my 70th birthday here. Okay. This is menswear. And I'm not seeing a heck of a lot. Oh, I found it. Here it is. Where's Walter? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, it's me. It's just screaming me.
945 pounds.
Oh, wow. Cheap at half the price. Look, it comes in other colors.
To look like one.
Oh, there you go. Hey, we need a new window dressings. Maybe we can get that. Oh God, the music is loud in here. I'm gonna have to edit out the music. More in our sphere here, Tonalon. It's not even Tonalon, no, it's 165 pounds. Yeah, I don't think so.
Very popular.
No. What's that?
Very, very popular.
Yeah.
Let me know how bring the size.
Oh, at these prices, no. We come from Canada. Okay, so that was Liberty of London, and you know, it's okay. If you want to go and see it, you should. Be prepared if you want to buy anything to bring a big bag of money with you. Right now we're on Regent Street. I'm sure you've heard of it. A lot of shops and all kinds of things here. A lot of high-end shops as well. I'm not sure how close we are to Oxford Street, which also is another place that we've been to before. We're on our way to Harrods. It's a bit of a hike away, about 30 minutes walking. So yeah, see what's there. And this is Berkeley Square. Berkeley Square Park. Probably heard about it. London has lots of parks in the central core of the city. This is an example of one, Berkeley, as I said before. It's very nice. More urban centers in our country should have parks in the center of them, but they don't. And I don't think they ever will anytime soon, since it's all urban sprawl. And this area down here is Hyde Park. And again, a famous park. I think most parks in London you've heard of in one way or another, either through literature, television shows, or whatever. And you could get run over by a bike. Okay, so we're heading towards Harrods. That's Harrods right there. So the first thing you see when you enter in where we came in for Harrods is of course the luxury and ladies' accessories. And it goes on for miles, but I want to go to the Christmas store because we just saw a video where they just opened it in July. Okay, so we're in Christmas World. Tree ornaments. £15. Okay, there's got to be more Christmas World somewhere, but I'm not sure where. So I saw a video on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Nice balls. A roast piggy.
£35.
Oh. That's not a cheap pig. Big bowls. Okay, on the video I saw.
Yeah, here.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah. Nutcrackers. Giant nutcracker. And it's yours for only?
£25.39.
Oh, £2,600. Okay. $5,000 Canadian.
9-carat gold, supposedly.
Oh.
£12.
Now, there was one that I kind of had half a notion, and that is the iconic green Harrods bag they had. I saw on the video as one of these ornaments, but
£37.
yeah, nothing there. That's all. Snow globes. Yeah. The one that I saw the video on YouTube was talking about these bows. She was all crazy about these. I think they're quite a crazy price too.
It's $34.95. Seems to be a magic number here.
Yeah. So just under $70 Canadian. Make my own. Socks. Whatever those are.
Nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Linda.
Definitely things in every color.
And cherries.
They have an ornament for everything. But I haven't seen the green Harrods bag. And I saw that on the video. It was hanging up with all the other ornaments and things, but well, I think you're getting a sense of this.
It's got the Van Gogh one.
Yeah. No, it was the green Harrods bag. Showed it.
Yeah.
Yes, how much is that?
20 pounds.
20 pounds?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't put these kind of things on my tree. I don't know. What do you think?
That's up to you.
Nah, I don't
They have
think.
a choo-choo train too. This is Harrods.
Well, they have everything, yeah.
It's 15 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like, no.
This one. It's 20.
It was the same one.
Chances are you'll break it on the way home.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, that's money I could use towards fabric. Okay, so I think you got the sense of the Christmas part of Harrods. There's a big bottle of champagne for you. How much was it?
Not champagne. It's
Oh.
Roja. It's the Spanish wine.
Oh,
It's 8,500 pounds.
oh, well, geez. Get two, they're small.
It's 18 liters.
18 liters. We used to buy boxes of wine that were 16 liters, but they weren't 8,500 pounds. Cheap bottle of champagne? I don't think so.
Oh, it's 13.95.
Oh, 1,400 pounds, so, you know, about $2,700 Canadian. It better be damn good. And I would like, what do you do? Drink a thimble of it once a year? Make it last?
Well, if you've got lots of money, you don't care. Right?
Yeah. So you can see the way Harrods is laid out. It's like you travel from one hall to another hall, and there are multiple floors. So we're going up. There is one escalator in here. I don't know if we'll hit it. They call it the Egyptian escalator. Everybody wants to go up it because it's all done in an Egyptian theme. We do have multiple food halls. This is the fresh market hall. So it's chocolate, candy, truffles, all that kind of stuff. All high end, of course. So all your different cheeses. All your high-end foods. And this is the Egyptian escalator that I was talking about, all done in an Egyptian theme. Okay, we are at Piccadilly Circus. Famous site. So we have stopped in a pub for late lunch, early dinner. And I got something that's like a Guinness, but it's not a Guinness. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's a stout. And speaking of stouts, nope, there's your beer.
Behind you.
Yeah, no
That's
wine, is it?
Oh, it's
Thank
done,
you.
right?
Yeah, it's not much.
So Walter got his beer, and this is where we're eating. It's not really busy right at the moment because they're about to close.
Late lunch.
Yeah, late lunches service is over, but we're okay, they said. So we went out to see where the ABBA is performing so we know how to get out there. And we got out there, and then we thought we could take a different route to get back that was more direct, and we got lost. So we think we're heading in the right direction for another tube station. And yeah, we decided we're gonna go to the ABBA thing the way we went this time when the night comes, because this other way is a little bad. And that's where we're going eventually. ABBA Voyage.